Los Angeles, California. The year is 1978, a city of sunshine, glamour, and opportunity. It was a time when dreams felt close enough to touch, and appearances could be deceiving. Among the crowd was a man who seemed to have it all: intelligence, charm, and a disarming smile. His name was Rodney James Alcala. Born in 1943, Alcala's life began like many others. He served in the U.S. Army, studied film in New York City, and returned to California to pursue photography. To those who met him, he appeared confident, creative, and kind. But behind the lens of his camera, Alcala was hiding a darkness no one could see. He roamed California with his camera slung over his shoulder, introducing himself to strangers as a professional photographer. He would charm people with compliments, laughter, and that warm, easy voice. And then he would disappear again, leaving behind questions that no one yet knew to ask. For years, his name drifted quietly through police files across the country. A suspect here, a face there. But in 1978, his smile would beam across national television. Sound, faint 1970s game show music, and audience applause. It was The Dating Game, one of America's most popular TV shows. And there, under the bright studio lights, stood Rodney Alcala, Bachelor #1. The host introduced him as a successful photographer who enjoyed skydiving and motorcycling. The crowd laughed. The Bachelorette, Cheryl Bradshaw, giggled through her questions. Alcala answered with wit and charm, flirting easily, confident under the lights. When it came time to choose, Cheryl picked him. He was the winner, the man every viewer believed was simply a charming bachelor looking for love. Pause. Music shifts. Quieter, more uneasy. But when the cameras stopped rolling, Cheryl changed her mind. She refused to meet him again, later saying that something about him felt off. That instinct, that quiet moment of unease, likely saved her life. Sound fades, replaced with the low hum of police radios. Not long after, investigators connected Alcala to a series of disappearances in California. Evidence found in his home pointed to something far worse than anyone imagined. He was arrested in 1979, and over time, the truth came into focus. Rodney Alcala had been leading a double life, one as the charming photographer and one as a predator who moved from state to state, hidden behind a camera. Soft piano begins, slow and haunting. In court, Alcala represented himself, questioning witnesses, challenging evidence, and even speaking to himself as though he were two people. But the jury saw through the act. He was convicted and sentenced to death. Years later, new DNA technology connected Alcala to even more unsolved cases in California, New York, and beyond. When investigators searched his belongings, they discovered hundreds of photographs, young women and men smiling into his camera. Some were identified. Others remain mysteries. Music fades softer, reflective tone. Rodney Alcala spent the rest of his life in prison, on death row at San Quentin. He died of natural causes in 2021 at the age of 77. Quiet camera clicks echo again. Rodney Alcala is remembered today not just as a killer, but as a chilling reminder of how easily evil can disguise itself. He smiled for the camera, stood beneath the lights, and fooled the world, if only for a moment.